You're fucked on the podcast.
Well, here, everybody. Welcome in.
Well.
Oh, we gotta change this. Hold on. No
Star Wars Nerd is live.
no spoilers.
Yeah,
Boom.
what up? That's actually my wallpaper on my laptop right now. Same thing.
That's the lamest wallpaper, Scully.
So, boys, we have a full slate today. But I would also, I don't know, if you guys saw the Instagram post I made the other day, but I'd like to touch on a topic here, just in general. This is a podcast with the boys, and so I grew up a massive Colorado Avalanche fan, and one of the toughest dudes I ever saw play that fucking game ended up passing away this week from an apparent suicide. So I would just like to take this time opening up the podcast today. We live in it's a different world nowadays, and it breaks my heart to see that there are men out there who feel that they can't talk to anybody, they can't go to anybody. Like, I know that in a moment's notice I could call any of you boys up if I'm going through some shit and you guys would pick up, and I don't have to feel like I'm going to be judged to share how I feel and the way that I feel. And as somebody going through depression, it absolutely shatters my heart to see that we still live in a society where men don't feel comfortable enough to open up to each other. That being said, I'd like to put it out there, if anybody's going through anything, please talk to somebody. If you don't have anybody to talk to me. Even if I don't know you, like, stays confidential. It's between us, but it absolutely wrecks me every time I see somebody that's decided to that this world would be better without them in it. For whatever reason that may be, whatever you've got going on, at the end of the day, we might feel like nobody cares about us. We're not important. Nothing we do is good enough, but you are valued. You have value. And I just hate to see anybody that lets that battle that loses that battle with depression. Right. So I just wanted to take the time to, put that out there. 'Cause I think that, the onus is on us as men to be there for each other and not judge each other based on those kinds of things. 'Cause we all go through shit, man. And some of us go through more than others, and, just be understanding. And a call to action, so to speak. This is really out of pocket for this podcast in specific, because we don't take anything fucking serious. But it's not a joke, man. Like, it's okay to feel not okay. And just talk to somebody, man. Just talk to somebody. So a little bit shitty of a way to open up the podcast.
What the hell, man? We were just joking. I didn't think we were gonna get that close to home.
I mean, it's got to be said, man. It's not. We don't. It's a stigma. Men feel like they can't talk to each other and can't open up and be authentic and be real.
Yeah,
that's what this podcast is about, man. It's authenticity.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be the sellout guy. And maybe that doesn't equate to anything for myself, on this platform going in the future, but it's how it is. I'm just gonna keep it real. We're gonna shoot the shit. I'm not gonna censor myself, and I know that you boys aren't either. I mean, for some extent. I mean, some of us go further than others, Stonewall Jackson over here. That being said, we do have two solemn to today. Apparently it's just now being talked about, but Marsha Lucas passed away on the 27th.
Oh, damn, really?
Released the floor there.
I thought it was today, like 30 minutes ago.
No, they just announced it today, but she died on the 27th.
It just became public for today. Condolences to her. Condolences as well. We lost Tom Kane, absolute voice acting legend recently. So a little bit solemn note to open up the show, but now Mr. Pop's here to make my tits jiggle.
What up, Rick?
Giggle. Also, shout out.
No, but all seriousness, what you were saying, man, we need to be vulnerable at times.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's tough because the simple fact, like, you don't want to get played, or you don't want to take your personal information and put it out there and people actually use it against you.
Right.
And I think that's why everybody has too much pride. And I deal. I'm a retail manager, and I'm a people manager. So at the end of the day, none of us are robots, and all of us go through personal stuff. And people always say your door is always open, but mine door is. I may not know everything, but I've been on this earth for almost 44 years, so I experience a lot in life.
God damn.
And yeah, I know, right? Damn, bro, getting old as shit. But I mean, if I'm able to help somebody out, I mean, I think that's the end of the day. That's my job as a leader, to help the people out.
And just
if there's any way I can help you not go through a shitty life, that's my duty. If I've been through it, this is my job as a leader to say, hey, come here. I've been here before. Don't do that. Let's go this way.
No need to make a permanent decision based on temporary feelings.
Right. And I mean, it's on us again as men, we're, whether you agree or disagree or you like it or you don't, like we're natural leaders, right? So it's on us to, and that's why I felt like, you never kind of see that shit on my social media, but it's just like I felt the need to state that because it's not common enough nowadays that like, like I'm so blessed and lucky to have these guys here, have guys like you in my circle, in the community. And we just gotta, we gotta be there for each other, man, and not judge, not I don't know what you're going through in life, right? So I can't sit here and judge you as a man or as even just a person. So yeah, I just felt like that was something that we needed to touch on. So but now we're back to our regularly scheduled hee-heeing and haw-hawing. Swinsky, congratulations on surviving your stroke pre-stream. And,
oh my god!
Your little spasm that happened right before we went live. I don't
know what you're talking about
either.
I'm not.
So literally, like right before JT popped in, me and Wrath were just sitting here talking, and he was like, Swoonsky, I can't wait to give you hell for talking good about Star Wars on tonight's episode. He's like, it's almost like Anakin, you're fulfilling the prophecy. And I wanted to say, yeah, I'm fulfilling the prophecy, but I'm still going to be vulgar as shit.
Didn't come out.
It didn't come out at all. I don't even know what word I combined with fulfilling and prophecy, but it was like
prophecy or some shit.
I don't fucking know, bro. But I stopped myself from saying it. And then I still said it anyway, and Wrath caught it. And now I have successfully survived a mini stroke, apparently.
It's that creamy Mountain Dew that you had, bro.
That's my god! Fuck that
fucking god, bro! Do not put that shit in your mouth. Also, shout out to the homie for calling me a spitter and a quitter.
Wow,
who
you're.
Ooh, Nerd Squadron. Hey,
dope logo.
Nerd.
Speaking about a spitter.
Speaking about quitters, bro. This man does not put out. Chris, if you want to hop on, just let us know. Swoon can send you the link.
Hey, yo, Chris, if you want to hop on, let me know.
I mean, hey, Rebel Scum coming up soon. Pop's got to come up with some more creative ideas this year. The signature series didn't go so well last year in pregame.
Oh my god!
For $5.
Yeah, nobody hit me up.
That's
man,
crazy.
I wish heading to work. Womp womp womp.
So it sounds like you do have a little bit of time. We all know he's sitting at home laying in bed with like a cheeseburger on his tits. And fucking... Nah, he's definitely going to work. Appreciate you being in here, my guy.
Oh my god.
But yeah, dude, fucking Mando and Grogu, huh?
Bro.
Ah, shit. All right. Well, I guess everybody's getting a little preview. Fuck it. Not only did I get that popcorn bucket,
Mando and Grogu piggyback.
You stole me dime.
I also got this like dead spider pickup popcorn bucket. I don't know what that's about, but
wow.
Yeah, I was gonna cop them, and then they had the $90 price points, and I was like, "Ooh, never mind."
They knew
never
what they
mind.
were doing. Oh, nice. Oh, sweet. A little bit of music. That's cool.
We'll get after that. I'll fix it.
Figured I'd
Angelic.
listen to your angelic voices on my way to work.
I feel
Totally,
compelled,
totally.
I feel compelled to have JT do like a opera piece now since you said that.
Me. Okay, go.
It's all you.
Beautiful.
And JT's left the chat. Pop, how is it up there being on the last Spirit Airlines flight? Oh, nope, he's back on the Earth.
Nice.
Back on Earth.
Spirit Airlines. Oh, we lost somebody.
Fuck
Oh,
him.
got him back.
Oh, he's back. Never mind. Guys, stop talking shit about him. Oh, for
Who's gonna start it off?
For those of you who haven't seen this movie yet, now's your time to leave.
Brian.
Also, you should probably leave and go watch this movie because it's fucking good.
Oh
Brian,
wow!
Brian,
Wow!
do you see the vision though?
He saw the vision. He saw a little bit more than the vision.
That's awesome. I don't need the visuals. I don't need visuals.
Please follow Spooner's Instagram account. It's amazing.
Ben Fabrinaros.
John Fabrinaros.
Same shit.
John Fabrinaros is dating Quad the Hut.
The Quan of the Hut.
Dude, I
Survive
would.
the Quan.
I'll pay all my calamari flan to watch that.
Before we get into our little spoiler review of Mando and Grogu, Ricky, what'd you think of the movie?
Yes,
So I went in with low expectations.
as you should.
I kind of figured that it would be a long episode, and surprisingly, man, I like it. It was you went from an iPhone 13 to iPhone 17.
Mhm.
Like you could tell, like this is not the volume. Like they spend money on practical sets, creatures. I mean, in IMAX, it looks beautiful. So the movie definitely the show got an upgrade. And then it's you're gonna have Grogu do his cute thing, and we're gonna smile, we're gonna laugh. And I was like, okay, and you guys could do you guys probably know more better than me. I'm trying to remember. Did Mando kill a lot of people during the TV series? Because Jesus Christ,
He went
was
John
he
Wick,
John
yeah.
Wick?
He was
went John Wick in the first 5 minutes of the. I'm like, holy shit!
I'm actually watching season 1 right now, and yeah, he literally just walks into the cantina first episode.
Oh yeah,
and
that he did.
just starts going ham on everybody, bro.
And that's what we want. That's what we want. Like you're talking about a space western, bounty hunter. Kicking ass and taking names? But I mean, man, this movie, he took down one of the snow trooper remnant, whatever. Took him down, and then he just shot him in the chest just for good luck.
Yeah, he literally double tapped that bitch.
He set him on fire, and then
Another one where he kicked him off the AT-AT and it hit like the side of the mountain. I was like,
that was the thing that kind of was weird for me. Is like, I mean, it was still cool, but like he sets the guy on fire and then immediately kicks him off. I'm like, why? Like, what was the point of that?
I think that opening scene before the title card even happened was my favorite part in the whole movie, specifically when he's going through the bowels of the AT and he's just going like just taking people out. Like, wow.
Well, bro, when he came through the door and went like, and like everybody was just blinded, and then he's just like, bow, bow.
Yeah. And then you got to add the little cute scene. You see the mouse droid about to escape, and then Grogu just comes out of the where you going?
Bro, and then right after that, we're the fucking homie's walking up like he's gonna get him, and we're like, oh shit! And then you just see the fucking ATRT
freaking Mando's like
just dissolves.
Now see,
he didn't even see his body or anything.
No.
Gone.
But if the whole movie was like the first 5 minutes, the whole 2 hours, oh my god, I think everybody would have left saying,
Yeah, but even then, I feel like the pacing that they did for this movie was pretty fucking on point.
As much action as there was too, I think, and we'll get into it too, because there's a point later in the movie that I kind of had to like second guess myself, but we do need those more cutesy moments to fill the universe. It can't all be storyline and action. We have to have the extra stuff too.
Right.
I mean, you think about, they talk about, oh, here we go, Grogu being all cute and Disney cash cow, right? But if you go all the way back, George Lucas with Yoda, and Yoda being funny, mine. That was a funny part back then,
Absolute crackhead.
His eyes,
yeah. Come eat my fucking soup, bitch.
Well, see, I was really worried that this movie was going to basically just be like, it's the Grogu movie. Here, normies, come give us money.
Yeah,
but then, like, they actually progressed Grogu in a way that they cannot do, like what they did between season 2 and season 3 of The Mandalorian. Like, they can't. He did so much in this movie on his own. Like, you cannot do what you did before. You can't make him stick with Mando for the rest of his fucking life. Like, he's on the way to being one of the best characters, I think, now.
Yeah. And I think we'll get there, but I think the best part about this movie was like, bro, they came in, they upgraded how they shot this movie. This was, I mean, like, you say what you want about the writing and all this other stuff, but like the cinematography on this movie was peak. And to be honest with you, I think that they've now shown that under this new direction that we're going, like, yes, we can write a cohesive story. Yes, we can develop characters individually and as a group. And kind of, I don't think there was a single point in that movie where I was just like, yeah, man, like, it takes me out of it. They did the movie pacing in such a way, it's just like, boom, fucking action. And you're like, okay, I'm fucking locked in. I don't know how many times I looked over at the boys and just like fucking banging the seat like a goddamn but it's like, bro, they give you action and then it's like, okay, here it slows down. We're just gonna shoot a couple things, develop this part of the story, develop this, and then it's like, boom, next thing, bah, 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 fucking killing people again.
Dude, this movie, it took me by such a complete surprise. I mean, I need to go back and make a compilation of all the times that I was just talking shit on Embo and talking shit on Rada the Hutt. But, like, bro, I mean, I'm still a little iffy on Rada speaking basic and not having any sort of, like, accent or something. Because, like, yes, Zero speaks English, but he also has some sort of accent. The twins.
What's up, guy?
Excuse you guys, I'm going home.
Fucking the twins, they speak English, but like you still hear the Huttese voice.
Yeah.
The way I took it, but the way I took it is, you think about my parents, they're immigrants, right?
Right.
So I took it as Rada is like second generation.
He's a no sab,
right? So he's still new because he said what's it called, the Wanawanga, and then he in the jail, and he spoke Huttese, and he says, are you here to kill me? But my favorite part, and I make my daughter laugh every time, is like, my man Mando's talking to him serious. Can I feed him?
Yeah. Can I feed him? Yeah. And he's throwing him like shrimp or something, like
blue shrimp. Can I feed him?
Yeah, and I had a conversation with Swoon too when I got out of the theater, and I was like, yeah, I kind of had to correct myself in the theater because I was like, why is Rada speaking like this crazy clear like English non-Huttese? And I'm like, yeah, there is Zero the Hutt in the Clone Wars. I completely forgot about that. And and better even yet, Mama Hutt. She's Southern accent. What do you do? That's also like, so you kind of have to, watch yourself, like, humble.
I think it was Glee and Wrath, like, after the movie. I was like, yeah, I just don't know how I feel about Rada speaking. And they were like, the twins literally spoke English right before we see Rada. I'm like, You're fucking right. You're right. Fuck.
I even made the point too. It's like, he was taken away from that environment when he was an infant. So it's like the only people that he's
that's my
around,
thing. They say that he fell in with the wrong crowd, but we don't know exactly when that was because I mean the last time we saw him was in 2008.
Right. So my thing being like Ricky had said, like you see a lot of like second generation immigrant children, they come here and they end up being no sabos, which means their primary language is not the native tongue of their parents.
Me.
It makes sense in the way that like he hasn't grown up in the hut in hut control.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense
with his folk. So it's like his first language is primary, and then he's also got like bits and pieces of Huttese that he speaks, like when they confront each other, he's talking to fucking homeboy in Huttese,
He must have really got burnt too, because like when you see him, you see the Hutt sigil, like the family clan sigil tattooed in the back of Rada's head, but then you see him in the jail cell and he's like, I want to be nothing like my dad. Like Rada throughout the movie a couple times has repeated himself on a few different sentences, like multiple times throughout the movie. I don't want to be my dad. I don't want to be. And, he shows that pretty well.
Well, I mean, obviously he has daddy issues, and then when my girlfriend watched the movie, she said this should have came out during Father's Day because it felt like a kind of like a father and son. If you think about it, he's like, "You got a great dad. Hey, take care of the kid. And you got a good dad."
That's a good point.
So it kind of made him feel like, damn, you have somebody that really cares about you.
And
sure,
now
my dad, he didn't give shit about me.
Now that I've kind of sat here and thought a while too, thinking about where these characters go, I think at a certain point in the future, it's going to be a situation where Mando sacrifices himself for Grogu. And those words are now going to be echoing in the background before, it's like, it's going to be that stop motion where he's just like taken out of the moment. And he's like, he doesn't know what action to take, and it's going to be like, take care of the kid, and then he's just going to do this,
Oh, that's his Uncle Ben moment. Like he like hears his voice in his head, and then the thing happens.
Yeah,
which would be sick. I can't wait to see Grogu grow up and become.
Yeah, he's going to be
a long-haired
Jedi, powerful character.
Jedi Mandalorian, Tare Vizsla.
Bro, that's the thing. Like before, like I liked season 1 and 2. Season 3 was kind of whatever. But like before, I just really didn't care about like Mando and Grogu's story because it's like, how much longer are they going to be able to milk Mando losing the kid and he's got to save the kid? And then, bro, like this movie just made me eat my fucking words.
And then
like, I need to see more like right now. Like I need to see the continuation of the story right fucking now, not 7 years down the fucking line.
Not only did they make you eat your words, they literally took that script and really flipped it on you and like dunked their nuts on your face.
And then they're like,
Grogu ain't getting lost. Grogu is saving Mando.
We saw the interview that they were coming out of the writer's block and actors, whatever, and they went to him and said, "Hey man, we need to put a movie. Can you do something with these two characters?" And I'm like, damn, man, he already wrote season 4. Shit, I want to know what the fuck happened in season 4. So, like, this movie was just put out to be, you can say there's a little bit of a character growth for Grogu, but it's not like, we time jumped and the kid's like now looking like Yoda, or at least the Yoda's height, and nobody died. Nobody gained any more powers.
Hutch died.
Imperial people died.
Well, Imperial people died, and them 2 twin bitches died. Spoiler alert.
The spoiler alert was in the title. Fuck you if you're here and you haven't watched the movie. Fuck you. Fuck you. It's been like a week and a half. Fuck you. Cry. Go see the fucking. Don't bitch about.
Wow, damn. Wadawanga.
Hazing our viewers. Very, very nice. Classy.
I couldn't hear you over the glizzy you're chomping down right now.
Wow.
Big play nugget.
Nugget, hot dog, same thing. Both sandwiches.
But I mean, I thought it was good. I really like Rada. I really like Rada. Yo, for the amount of times we saw Zeb,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that little hallway scene,
Bro.
you know, his little feet hanging off the wall, hitting with the stick, like, you know.
Okay,
like it's
that
some more
was
Zeb
that
action.
actually that was a complaint of mine, was the fact that Janu Coin, like the Imperial guy,
Mhm.
his compound is literally just like a Miami like beachfront human property house, you know.
Full of troopers.
That was kind of that was kind of weird to me.
That was the Epstein Island.
Dude,
Oh,
He's
God.
Epstein.
Oh my
What
God.
is
It was
he doing?
Epstein's
What is he doing with all
Peninsula.
those troopers? I saw Baby Oil there. What is he doing with those troopers?
This
some
podcast is not
suits look
being
kind
the
of a little bit
allegations.
too shiny to me, if you know what I'm saying.
We're off the rails, boys.
Ricky says,
when are we on the fucking rails, bro? To me, bro, I equated, you know, I was thinking about it when I was watching a movie. I was like, Zeb is literally Legolas. Because if you look at Legolas's screen time in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, total, he's in the fucking 3 movies for like 30 minutes. But it's the most badass 30 minutes of any character, you know?
No
it was
question.
kind of fucking crazy. Like, man's on the screen for like 2 seconds to fly his ship. He's on the screen kicking the shit out of a fucking hallway full of bitch pussies, and then he comes back in the ship and he's just like, I fucking hate you guys. Nah, I love you. You know, that's literally lines.
I didn't connect with Rebels a whole lot, but I really did appreciate seeing Zeb as like the pilot character for Mando.
That was the crazy thing for me. Is like, during Rebels, I didn't really care for Zeb. Like, he was like, nah, you know, like it's Zeb. But this movie kind of made me like, not like I didn't care about him in all as a character, but like I had other people in Rebels that I was like, okay, I fuck with this character a lot. So this has kind of brought Zeb back up, and I told Swooner, I was like, give me my fucking auto back. After that hallway scene, like I had given him the Zeb card, and we did a little trade. He got me a nice little bit.
Not expanding his cheeks, JT.
Relax.
JT.
But I literally looked at Swoon halfway through the movie after he was done kicking the shit out of people, and I was like, I want my fucking card back.
Yeah, that's one thing I wish they did was include Zeb more, especially like in the hyperspace scenes, because it was literally like they got on a ship and then they enter hyperspace and then boom, they're there. And it's like I know planets are close to each other, but I feel like the planets in this movie are not as close as they're wanting us to fucking think.
The thing that I took away from that is like, bro, we can spend 2 minutes on this ship, or we can pack more action in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they definitely shot those scenes and had a lot more footage of them like in the ship, and they've probably got deleted scenes of them having conversations in the ships and stuff like that. But just with how much shit they had to put into this movie and not make it like 6 hours, I think.
You know what else? What planet was that first planet? I mean, I imagine it was Hoth, right? I mean, just because of the
snow
Super Bowl commercial with the Tauntauns, and there's not even Tauntauns in the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. What ones we get a name for? We get Shikari, and then the hut. And then Rada says when he's like, Nal Hutta, which live action Nal Hutta, by the way, sick. We see that in the Clone Wars. Obi-Wan fights the dragon snake. Didn't think we'd get that, right?
Yeah.
Rada says the moons of Shikari, meaning there's multiple moons there too.
Right.
And then there's
Epstein's Peninsula.
Epstein Island.
Alofi, or what is it called?
Adelphi base.
Adelphi. Yeah. So I don't think we get the name of the snow planet.
Which it kind of looks like a Adelphi base, like if it would be on like the back ass end of fucking Yavin.
It looks like a Scarif too, because it's like beachfront.
Beachfront, yeah.
Like the two, you know what I'm saying? Like
Percy,
and then that, you know. Like the vibe I got from when they shot those scenes was like a mix between that map where on fuck you, Buff Bonzo, you bitch, you died in a car accident. Fucking
who is it?
It was like that map where they have the beaches and stuff in Battlefront. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the vibe.
That's Scarif.
Scarif, right? Yeah. What's better, the movie or Mando season 3? The movie, bro. What? Mando season 3
between those two, I mean, obviously.
I was definitely rose tinted glasses too, because I was in London when we got the early screening for the episode of Mando season 3 when I think it was right before the finale when the big dude sacrifices himself or whatever, and we're like, wow, like super cool. And then the time goes by and we're like, yeah, season 3 didn't hit as hard as one.
Because they added all that other extra bullshit.
I still think season 2 is better.
There was some bangers in season 3, but it's one of those projects where I'm just like, as a whole, meh, but like definitely some cool shit, you know.
Even freaking Mando, not even Mando, Book of Boba, which is Mando season 2.5 was good.
Did we even see a book? There was we didn't even get a pamphlet.
There was no book. There wasn't a pamphlet. There wasn't like a sticky note pile. Nothing. So I want my fucking money back. For
where class auction lawsuit.
Disney Plus. Thank you.
Well, I mean, technically now they're making the comic books of the Book of Boba Fett, so they're technically books.
Where's my steel book?
The comic book of the book that wasn't a book.
I'm telling you right now, boys. I don't remember the exact moment or what was happening, but I looked at Sklee at one point during the movie. There in the first screening. Speaking of which, we saw it in 40X twice. The first time was like a nice, like softcore porn, and then the second one was definitely a gangbang. I don't know what happened, but my rib cage, bro, when I coughed,
you and Swinsky got cooked, dude. You got cooked.
The amount of times that you said you seen Skleen, you were looking at Skleen in the movie theaters. Like, did you not focus on the screen?
No.
Or are you just constantly looking?
I mean, how would he? Why would he?
Bro, every time something cool would happen on screen, all three of us collectively would just fucking. Did you fucking see that?
the soy jack.
It was funny. Fucking swoon during the second one. The movie theater was like quiet. I think it was a lot of people seeing it the second time, and fucking it would be quiet. And swoon would be like, "Yeah, I don't fucking like that," or some shit. I was like, we're gonna get kicked the fuck out.
Yeah. It was.
And then
funny.
at some point, like, was it the first screening, boys? Some dude was sitting behind us.
There was like a fight.
I don't know what the fuck happened. But all I heard from behind us was like a little bit of commotion, and it was just like, "Sit your bitch ass down, Eric."
Okay, so
what the fuck?
What happened? I heard it because it was literally right behind me. Some dude was pissed off at the movie because he didn't like it. He was like, "Man, fuck this movie, fuck Star Wars, and fuck you guys." And he goes to get up, and all of a sudden, I just hear this deep, like, bass ass voice go, "Sit your fuck ass down, Sean."
Yeah. Sit your fuck ass down. I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" Movie.
Needless to say, Sean sat his fuck ass down.
His buddy humbled him quick.
Although, I would be real with you, that was the first group out of the fucking theater. But when that bitch ended, bro, I didn't even see anybody in the seats.
Sean got looked in the parking lot after the movie ended.
What I would say too is, like, I understand people that probably didn't like this movie, but it goes back to like the way that I try to do it. We kind of touched on this. I think you guys maybe touched on this the episode that I missed because I was doing all of the stuff that's behind me right now. You kind of have to go into these movies nowadays and not like spoil shit for yourself or come up with an idea of what you're going to see in your head, because it kind of,
or use Gemini to create leaks.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, definitely not.
That guy.
Well, my cameras are
because you kind of set yourself up for failure and kind of prop up an unfair judgment of a project that you might not necessarily like. I avoided fucking
expectations.
I had no expectations going in, and it was the greatest I've ever felt going into a movie. Because everything, it's just like playing with house money. It's like, I'm here to evaluate this movie as a movie and as a fan, and just what I see is what I see, and then I'll make my judgments rather than going in with like some preconceived notion of like, okay, I need to see Embo kill at least 14 people in this fucking movie for it to be good. And then if it doesn't happen, then you're pissed off automatically.
This is the state of the Star Wars community too. I mean, and I'll go back to like as much as it sucks to not have my Instagram, right? It's also a blessing as well as a curse because I'm not tied to the dramatizing of all of the new Star Wars stuff, like even without being there, I still hear things down the pipeline like, dude, the Rey movie got canceled. I'm just like, I don't care. I hear more things being announced and being canceled than actual projects coming out, which has allowed me to just go into this movie and be like, okay, saw the trailer, sick. I know Rada's in it and I know Embo's in it. I don't know what the plot's going to be about, but if I just see the movie and I see those characters live action, I know my childhood, 20 years ago or whatever that's going to be happy. So we'll just go in with what kid goggles or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the title of the movie is called Mando and Grogu.
Right.
And so it's like, what the fuck do you expect to see? Luke, Ahsoka,
we did
no
have
Darth
a show.
Vader. Like Palpatine is not gonna rise again.
Ricky,
like what the fuck?
We did
Grogu.
have a show
Mando.
called Kenobi that turned into the Reva show. We had the
That's
Book of Boba Fett
show.
that turned into Mando season 2.5.
Yeah,
so
that's why
it's not crazy for us to
it's not
think
out of the
Mando and Grogu.
Guys.
Okay, we're gonna get some crazy ass shit instead.
Real
I don't think
Swinner's
it's
back.
fully
Real
fair to
Swinner's
say
back.
Yeah, I don't think it's fully fair to say that because I mean, to be honest, man, the movie was good, but like, was it as
No,
good as season
the
2 of
movie
Mando?
for me-
No.
So we look at a child's like my daughter's 19, so she went with me for the free screening, and she knew what it was to wait 6 hours in line for a free screening. I was like, this is what your daddy does when he goes to conventions. I brought that convention chair, and we were 4th and 5th in line. We waited, and we watched it on IMAX. She left that movie theater saying, "Man, that's my favorite movie." And I said, "Oh, your favorite Star Wars movie?" She goes, "No, that's my favorite movie." And I was like, "For real?" So then we watched it again on Sunday because my girl and my son didn't see it.
Right.
So we all went again, and she was giddy to watch the
That's
movie
awesome,
on
man.
Sunday. And for her, I'm like seeing it through her lens, like Mando and Grogu for her is her Star Wars. And that's so great. Because like for me, my Star Wars is the prequels. Right. I love OT. Don't get me wrong. I have mad respect for the OT, but the prequels is me. So for me to see it through her lens, bro, she loved the movie. Like she didn't think anything wrong with it. She gave it 10 out of 10. But me knowing all the knowledge and knowing that there's other shit that's gonna happen or other people that are in the same timeline that this shit is going on, as a Star Wars fan, we want like some surprises, like leave us a leak, give us somebody that kind of ties into the next season or the next continuation, or maybe Ahsoka season 2. But we didn't get that. We just got a side mission, which was good. And I gave it an 8 out of 10. I gave it an 8 out of 10, which I think is a great rating.
Yeah,
8 out of 10. My
is.
daughter said 10 out of 10, but that's she
loves and I mean, I get that, and I was telling the boys after too. I was like, I am so fucking jealous of the kids that like this is their Star Wars and this is what they start with, and now they get to go watch everything else except maybe the sequels. Because
it kind of gives me prequels vibes because like I'll agree with you, man. Like all the young people and like the casual, not too serious fans that have seen it, they have all loved it. But like you look out online and it's like the same thing when like Phantom Menace came out or like Attack of the Clones came out. Like there's a lot of hate and there's a lot of vitriol.
They shat. That's it. When episode 1 came out, bro, they made so much fun of Jar Jar. And they said, what kind of Star Wars is this that has Jar Jar?
I'm seeing a lot of the same kind of language with this, but at the same time, it's like if you look at the people who it's made for, I mean, they've liked it a lot.
I have to interject here because I did say this at the beginning of when we went live here. My thing that I didn't really connect with about this movie was the Grogu looking over Mando. But then again, it's important because it builds that character. So as much as I didn't like to see it, it still was important for like the world building and seeing him fight with the lightning bug. That's cute stuff. You still need those things in it. They can't all be exposition and climax. Yeah. You just can't.
I think too, for me, it's like, when they, and we can kind of unpack this specific scene and then we'll go back and go through everything. But I vividly remember when fucking spoiler, fuck you. When Grogu force heals Mando, and I was getting worried, and I heard fucking 2 seats down. I heard, I was like, fuck, we're about to have a meltdown here. Swin's about to lose it. But like, I think that they did that development and those scenes very well. They wrote them very, very well. They were balanced. It wasn't a whole bunch of bullshit. I think that there was just enough of a like showing that like, okay, this is what Grogu learned when he was with Luke. We don't get to see it. And I think it would have been a little bit better if we did get somewhat of a flashback there. Where
I think we'll get some.
learning.
We'll have to get some.
Yeah,
we're going to, but
I
it's
was gonna
like
say we could get these guys on animated too. Which I thought about the other day.
What I was touching on mostly with that is like, I think the level at which they showed his stuff, I think some of the force pulling and like picking up of Rod of the Hutt was a little bit overpowered, but it's like we don't know what exactly taught him. But I think that the force healing was good enough. I was really, really worried when I knew that was coming, that it's like, okay, he's gonna do this and then Mando's just gonna get up, but he didn't.
See, I do appreciate for the story purpose that he still wasn't okay because he was poisoned, right? It makes sense. However, I don't like the force healing thing still. It is a video game ability. You know, it is a plot device to just excuse the fact that somebody important to the story miraculously gets healed and they get to continue on scot-free. But what is the point of Qui-Gon getting stabbed at force healing just for every Jedi?
Here, I'll break that down.
Because
it's not a miraculous power. It's something that they've shown that multiple people can do. And the reason why Qui-Gon died is because Obi-Wan didn't fucking learn that shit. So that's why he didn't just go and fucking heal him. Because
Obi-Wan wasn't born in the Disney era of Star Wars, where all the new Jedi just have the healing ability.
Bro,
this is the new. There's only one Jedi in this era.
Grogu learned.
He's restarting the Jedi Order.
Grogu learned from fucking Luke. If there's anybody to learn that shit from, it would be Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker, dude. Yeah, it makes
like if he's learning that shit from like Sabine, I'm losing my shit.
I can't
learn from Luke Skywalker, bro.
I can't convince you guys, but I am very strong on the fact that I do not believe that should be in the movies.
Sure, but like from a narrative standpoint and everything, like all that shit checks out, like completely. And like
same thing with Marok and Shadowlord, dude. Why you just give him force psychometry? Like that is supposed to be an ability unique to Quinlan, right?
Well, give it
to Cal Kestis and give it to Marok. Electric Judgment, Plo Koon has it. Who else is gonna get? It's like the characters do this thing because it's cool, and that's what makes the characters. It's that whole campfire idea that Sam Witwer created. Like, did Starkiller really rip it out of the sky, or did he mind control the pilot? Like, no, dude, he did it because that's what makes the character cool. You can't just take that.
But it's the way that I view that, and I'll talk about the Inquisitors briefly on this point, is like they were designed in the same way that Maul was, to have specific abilities to a certain point to where they wouldn't be strong enough to collectively overthrow the order, right? And I think it's unique in the way that it's like, okay, we haven't seen anybody yet that can do all of these combined, right? But people get bits and pieces, just like, you know, every single teacher teaches something specific to that teacher that they pass on that they think is the most important part of like training, right? So not everybody's got the power. Specific people have them, learning from other specific people.
Yeah, that scene in particular, I think, was a retcon to flesh out a little bit of what happened in the sequels, because they're like, oh, how could Rey just learn this? And like, okay, it's from Luke, but that now this just doubles down that obviously they had to have learned it from Luke. They had.
I just don't like the idea of like taking the thing that the people are known for and putting it on other characters to make that character new and interesting.
But it's like at the same time, it's like, okay, so only one fucking person is allowed to do this? Like that's so fucking limiting.
It's not that only one person can do it. It's that it's a sparing ability. It's also like Yoda in Attack of the Clones using the absorb ability. It's like, dude, the only other person you see do that is Satele Shan in when Darth Malgus like does that to her hand. It's like, dude, that force absorbed tetramesis or whatever it's called is supposed to be an exceedingly rare ability. You can't.
Well, who's the only fucking person that's done it is the guy who's been around since the Old Republic.
But it's the whole pyramid scheme, like you said. It's like knowledge gets passed down, ultimately funneling to one person, but then it'll spread out again. It's kind of like the Sith order. You know, Sith used to rule, then it kind of funneled down to like a few Sith. Then they went nowhere. And then all of a sudden, more Sith are starting to, dark side users are starting to just randomly come back and start to slowly learn these knowledge and abilities. I don't know, man.
I understand where you're coming from, but at the same point, it's like, bro, if we're ever going to develop full scale shit, people have to be able to do certain things. And I think that they did this in a really, it
wasn't jarring to me.
I think Dave sat down and he's like, look, he's learned from Luke. So he's got to have something that Luke has taught other people. And that's like the way that I see it, right? I have
probably nobody else, actually. Probably just Grogu, because he's his first student.
I have a specific teacher that teaches European history one way and focuses on more of like the Nazi side of World War II, and then you've got one that focuses on the Japanese side, right? You're teaching the same thing but focusing on different parts of it. And that's what I'm saying about the Old Republic. That Old Republic ability that Bastila has, other people probably have it.
That's what I'm saying. We're talking about the guy who single-handedly rebuilt the Jedi Order. Like, he has to know how to do this ability.
And then the only other person that we've seen do it is Yoda, who is like the master of all of the Jedi knowledge, right? I don't think I don't think we're going to see that again, because I don't think that's one thing that Yoda focused on teaching people. Rather, focusing on teaching about how the Order is what Yoda focuses on.
I think only because we have so much other media, you could say with it being passed down from another teacher, but we actually don't physically see that. Take Luke from Return of the Jedi. He just enters Jabba's palace and starts force choking the Gamorrean guards. You're like, dude, a Jedi with force choke? Are you kidding me? Mm-hmm. This is like, Jedi can't force choke, but that's what makes Luke cool. Is the fact that you don't see that in another Jedi.
He's a dark side user.
I don't know, man. The whole I learned from somebody trope without seeing the actual thing happen. I think it's cope only because like
pieces of media too.
But who trained Vader to rip the freaking ship out of the sky and start ripping the doors off?
That's why I prefaced what I said with it. We should have seen a flashback of him being trained to do such.
But I think objectively showing the video game, I'll just put the air quotes, video game style abilities is dangerous for live action for the very reason of like in the prequels, like Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan are fighting the droidicus and they're like, it's stalemate, let's go. They force speed. You can have the movie critic be like, dude, why didn't they just force speed the whole movie? It's like, dude, because it's a movie. It's dangerous showing those abilities because you're letting the audience know these crazy things the Jedi can do. It breaks the mysticism a little. Like what I just said with Vader, when they do the bait and switch, when they fly away and he just aggressively is ripping the ship down, he does like this ground pound thing and causes an earthquake that Kenobi falls in. It's like, dude, where was he doing any of this in the OT? Right? It's like it breaks the illusion, man.
Well,
I don't like the video.
Because he was older in the OT.
You got to think about it too, right? When you're younger and you fucking use this shit, like who's to say he did that and then never fucking did that again, and you lose the ability and you lose the connectiveness that you have to do these kinds of things, and he's fucking old as shit in the OT.
He is
Vader's he's the weapon of the Empire, though.
Huh?
He's the weapon of the Empire. Even up until Return of the Jedi, he was doing crazy stuff in the EU. That's just cool.
I think what you're trying to say, like for continuity reasons,
the Sith that he did in fucking Clone Wars.
I just think for live action's sake, showing those abilities it's just a dangerous thing. It didn't break the movie for me, by the way.
Why do you say live action?
I say live action. It's a different format compared to something like, I don't know, like think of like the lightsaber.
To that point, wouldn't you agree with technology?
I can't describe it.
My bad.
Okay, I was just gonna say it's video games are in video game formats for a reason. Comic books are in comic book formats for a reason. Everything's where they should be. The second you start to bleed them, that's when it gets messy.
Well,
I disagree.
On the same side of the argument, it's like you don't want these to become a dangerous thing. I think it's just as dangerous to put these things in video games because, like, let's be realistic. The things that they give Starkiller abilities to do in that game was to make the fucking game cool.
But it was called The Force Unleashed for a reason. Sam Witwer even says when he was talking with Hayden Blackman during an interview, they made it like Force times 10. Like they specifically had it in the game for that reason as a what if, because the concept of Starkiller, Galen Merrick, by the way, his original name was Jacob Nyan. Jacob Nyan was Vader's secret apprentice, but the concept was a what if Luke Skywalker turned to the dark side. The entire game sprouted off of the idea of Vader bowing down to Palpatine in the OT and him saying, yeah, what if we can turn him? He would be a valuable asset to the Empire, another dark Jedi. That's where the Force Unleashed came from. That simple quote right there. Where did the Clone Wars come from? Luke talking to old Ben Kenobi, your father was a great pilot. You served with him in the Clone Wars? Boom! 7 seasons, a movie, references and live action stuff later. It's like one simple thing can sprout something crazy. But we have to keep them in their media because it's dangerous, man. It's dangerous.
I don't know, man. I don't agree with that fully. I mean,
fine.
I like the whole force healing and all that. I mean, I don't see why that can't be in.
I just feel there's a different way they could have done it.
Well,
How?
I'll just say this. I don't like force healing even in Legends because it's in Dawn of the Jedi as alchemy of the flesh. And it is the most stupidest fucking shit I've ever read in my fucking life.
Well, that book is just fucking awful.
Well, that too. That book is just God.
The comic books suck too, but Dawn of the Jedi is not.
At least
I mean,
it's consistent for something.
If you're watching this as a viewer of the podcast, please read Dawn of the Jedi though, because that could be your Star Wars, right?
No,
you could
a
like
favor, do not read that.
Hashtag
Don't-
not
don't-
my Star Wars.
Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them.
Sklee, what were you gonna touch on?
I don't remember.
Fuck.
No safe.
But to bring it full circle again, as much as I didn't like that moment, it didn't take me out of the movie to where it rated the movie lower than anything I would have put it at. Because I mean, like Ricky said, like the prequels are for him, dude. Same thing. Grew up with the prequels, seeing the stap, and when he crashes the ship into the twins' like monastery or whatever it is, and he's going through the hallways on the stap, and he bowls into the droids, which I forget the organization, but the Hutts hired the droid organization, which were repurposed battle droids.
Yeah.
They're like the Arcuda.
Barbarian kind of like,
Yeah. They're repurposed because they have their, not, I don't want to say own sentience, but like their own kind of programming idea because they felt they were slighted by the way that the Empire just randomly just shoved them aside, you know.
similar to what they did with the clones.
But dude, everything like the stap, dude, seeing Embo, Rada, the fact that Rada the Hutt is in live action in a movie nearly 20 years later, if I can go back in time and tell myself in the movie theater seeing the Clone Wars pilot movie, you're gonna see Stinky Swole. He's gonna be like that, and he's going to be fighting Dejaric characters. Are you kidding me?
And he's gonna be an angsty. Yeah.
Come on,
The
dude.
Dejaric match.
Dude.
Oh my god, I love
Flashbacks.
the Dejaric match. Like Sklee said that it reminded him of Attack of the Clones, the Geonosis arena.
Yeah.
A little bit.
For me, it straight up felt like when Asajj meets with Count Dooku in the 03 Clone Wars, and she's fighting in the same Coliseum.
It's the red attacky,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Bro,
That was crazy good.
Yeah,
Dude,
and I my mom, she's not like crazy versed in the knowledge, but she was like, something's like familiar about those creatures, and I just leaned over and I go, don't let the Wookiee win. The chessboard, come on. When Chewbacca get angry, and she's like, oh, okay. I'm like,
Got him.
all knowledge.
I was gonna say, what we're talking about. Oh yeah, I would say we did the first Star Wars movie. We didn't get a lightsaber in, but the sword match that we got with Embo and Mando at the end, dude, that was tight. Super cool choreography.
Brother.
He's actually using one of these. Let me see if we can get.
Yeah, it was dope.
JT's coming into the closet, and he will be coming out.
Weird that we
got Pinky in the only 2 movie releases based on a Star
Wars TV show.
Okay, I got 2 of these. But what Embo was using was called a comma, and a comma looks something like that in real life.
No, calm is that thing
yeah.
that you use to like put a pause in your sentence.
Get this guy out of here. Get the fuck.
He was
It's a-
using a
Seeing
semicolon as opposed
seeing a
to
space
regular colon.
seeing a space Star
The
Wars.
last time I
comma.
heard a comma, I'm a comma in your ass. That's the last time I heard.
Whoa,
comma.
hey, yo.
Yo, get this fucking.
All right, well, we know who we're making the clip of this week.
That and then another clip of Swoon praising the movie and then immediately be like, I'm
I'm out here just trying to show a cool history thing, and all of a sudden.
So here I have this scimitar. No, those are sick, dude. Choreography in that
Oh
fight
shit!
fucking insane, dude. Insane. And then they're just like
Brian.
they filmed that in the way that it's like battle here, battle there, battle here. This time on my ears.
4 big guys.
Creaming on my thighs.
You see this comment, Ricky?
This time on my ears.
Oh man. Yeah, big shout out to Brian. Big shout out to Brian. Appreciate
Dude, shout out to everybody who worked on this movie.
Dude.
Like,
Yeah, we enjoyed it.
I mean, in my opinion, I'd probably give it like an 8.5, 8.7 at the max.
I'm gonna give it a 7.58.
I think
That's
that's
same here. 7.58 for me.
yeah, I think that's probably general consensus. I understand the people who are going 10 out of 10. I mean, if that was the first movie that I saw for Star Wars, I'd be fucking dude. I was 10
15 baseball cocks.
I was 10 baseball cocks deep in that movie theater. Like I had to get a second seat.
see,
But I would be 15,
that's
20.
what I loved about this movie is
Was
it
my baseball
reminded
cock?
me.
You loved my
No,
baseball
it-
talk about this movie.
It reminded me.
He's
and-
like, I'm 10 cocks deep, and he's like, that's what I liked about the movie.
77%.
He was
The
holding the
movie
other
was-
end of it, 2 seats down.
The movie
Same
made me
person.
feel like it was 4-year-old Swoonsky watching
Yeah.
an old space wizard and a beat up robot go at each other on a
Yeah.
space station for the first time.
Yeah.
That is literally what I need Star Wars to make me feel like. Yes, the story's got to be cohesive. It can't be fucking, I'm going to do one thing in this movie and then this movie's going to retcon it and then the last movie's going to retcon the retcons. It
Right.
can't be shit like that. It's got to be a cohesive fucking story, even if it's just one movie, and it's got to make me feel like it's the first time I'm watching Star Wars. It
gotta
can't
make you
make
feel
me
like a
feel
little
like
kid.
I'm watching a dude in a really bad cosplay of a fucking, I forget the name of the species every time, of the Grand Inquisitor. Because we see him in Revenge of the Sith.
Powlin.
So we
Battle
you
droids.
know what the fuck he's supposed to look like.
The Powlin, yeah.
From Urupau.
But fucking another thing that I really loved is like we go to different planets. Like I've said it multiple times within the last few weeks. Like we have an endless, vast amount of fucking planets in the Star Wars galaxy, and every fucking time, where do they bring us? Back to fucking Tatooine. Give us something. We got to
Right.
see Now Hutta in fucking live action.
It was cool.
Shikari. I don't even know what the fuck Shikari is, if that was a thing from the past or if it's a brand new planet. But we got to see it. We got to see something that I haven't seen in a long time in a Star Wars project.
But
And-
you're speaking about a Shikari like Ludwig. He did
Oh,
good,
man.
bro.
Gorn
That
said he nailed
music
it.
was-
Dude, everybody loves the Shikari theme. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Hugo Durant's Snack Shack is the best
Yeah.
song in the soundtrack.
I like Rodden's theme. That dude, it gets you hyped, man. And which, by the way, I did look at a little like a video of like things you missed just to see what other people are picking up on when they see the movie. And apparently, Hugo Durant, voiced by Martin Scorsese, by the way, who
Yep.
directed a lot of the mafia movies you guys like. Apparently being named Hugo because he had a movie called Hugo, and you know that meme where it's like absolute cinema.
Yeah.
That's because he was bashing on Star Wars because it felt like a kid's ride or whatever he said. But then
No, he was bashing on Marvel.
Marvel, yeah, sorry, but like that's a little cool, like come to full circle moment right there.
Yeah,
it's
I
voiced
actually
by
like that moment that he's like, I didn't say anything. Huh? Don't give me
Yeah.
that. Don't give me
and
that.
he silently puts more chips on. Like he's like, okay, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. That's it. I'm gonna die.
See, one thing I will give absolute praise to in this movie is, yeah, they got people like Martin Scorsese and Jeremy Allen White to voice characters, but I couldn't tell that was their voice.
Yeah.
Like, me personally, I really haven't heard Martin Scorsese talk a lot, so that might have just been him talking, and I'm just a fucking ignorant asshole. But like Jeremy Allen White, like if I didn't know who he was from watching Shameless or The Bear, I honestly wouldn't been able to tell you that was Jeremy Allen White voicing Rada the Hutt. Like they could have gotten fucking Ricky or Sklee or Wrath or JT or literally anybody to voice Rada. And
Can I feed him? Are you here to kill me?
I'm not.
But like I was
I'm my own man.
I'm very hesitant when it comes to having massive star power in Star Wars. Like I'm very, very hesitant about Starfighter because Ryan Gosling. Like
yeah.
I still have
the movie's got a hit, dude. We're
Mary, but everybody's like,
I hope it's
really
good, man. Ken better fucking show up. Ken better show up in the goddamn movie.
It's gonna have to be better than this one.
He did really good in Project Hail Mary, and like that was like, okay, maybe I could see him being in more star or not Star Wars, but sci-fi movies.
Right.
I don't know, man. Every time I see him, I just see Ken from the Barbie movie. And I feel like that's going to taint the image that they're trying to portray with him in Starfighter.
Go watch some good movies, bro.
Go watch Project Hail Mary.
Project Hail Mary's sick. Go watch. There's this movie where he's like a bank robber. Sick movie. I'm trying to think what it's called. Hold on.
I don't need to see a movie about a bank robber about a guy who's playing in something in Star Wars.
Dude, it just shows his range, Swoon.
Whoa, what are you doing back there, bud? Hey, yo. What was that position you were doing, guy? Oh, right.
Fuck you, buddy.
Now you'll love Project Hail Mary though.
But yeah, I was very surprised that I wasn't able to actually like tell that was Jeremy Allen White or Martin Scorsese. Like I knew they were in the movie, but I love when I'm not able to tell. Like yes, the prequels had star power with Samuel L. Jackson and Natalie Portman, but when I see Sam Jackson, I see Mace Windu. I don't see Jules. I don't see the dude from Snakes on a Plane. I don't see the guy from Deep Blue Sea. I see Mace Windu.
I don't see Nick Fury.
I don't even see Nick Fury when I see him, bro. I mean,
even Rosario Dawson playing Ahsoka, because she was quite literally
she's always ass mouth girl from Clerks too.
She was typecast or fan cast, I should say, but like before she was even announced, coming out, and she did a phenomenal job. But I don't see her as like, oh, that's the chick from Men in Black 2. It's like, no, dude. Like,
nah.
She does a good job in her own right,
Unfortunately, I see her as the chick that goes ass to mouth in Clerks 2.
And that's fine too, because like also when in Ahsoka season 2, when they were announcing Thrawn was coming back, it was like, dude, are they gonna do Benedict Cumberbatch? Yeah. Are they gonna do what's the dude that plays Magneto? Michael Fassbender?
Yeah.
Like that, dude, that would be sick. Am I going to disassociate Thrawn's character because it's a celebrity? Maybe, maybe not. I usually don't have that problem. Some I do though. It's like when you see Mark Hamill in another movie, it's like, oh, there's Luke Skywalker, But I do appreciate that, like what you said. You couldn't tell. It felt seamless.
Yeah, if it's done right and it feels seamless, I'm fine with it. Like Mace Windu, Harrison Ford, Alec Guinness.
However, Sigourney Weaver just felt like actor.
I've said it multiple times, and Sklee completely disagrees with me. I feel like Sigourney Weaver's character was meant to be Leia. The way her mannerisms, the way she delivers her lines, just felt like it was something that Carrie Fisher would have been saying if Leia was in the movie instead of Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah,
That's just me.
no, I agree with that. It's like a soft kind of, but also what is it? It feels like an interview, you know?
Yeah, like
the
especially
way she's
when
talking to Din
Mando
Djarin.
comes back and she's like, "Messy Mando, very messy." Like I just immediately got ESB vibes, like when she's talking to Han, like when they're all loading up.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, this is Carrie Fisher. Like this is not Sigourney Weaver. You're not a new character. Like I see Leia. Leia is supposed to be here right now.
and speaking about the Mandalorian too, I'm also kind of bent on the fact that we're still calling him the Mandalorian. Is he really the Mandalorian?
He's obviously the best one. I mean, he's got all the pure Beskar. I mean, he can corral a whole.
So
group
he's
of
the
other
best
Mandalorians
one.
around him.
So he's the best
Shut your
one. He's the best one because he's got the best armor.
No,
He's the
but he
only
earned the
big
armor.
Mandalorian.
He's been able to do all of these bounties and do all these things that all these other Mandos have not done. And like they corral around him and that kind of stuff. So that's how I look at it. That's how it's.
I also-
I would argue
I
that
also
the
seen-
Mandalorian is the one that rebuilds Mandalore.
I would also say, like, I've seen
he
this
did get the
take
dark saber.
online. Din Djarin passes out like 4 times this movie. He's asleep. He's asleep like 4 times this movie, at least minimum.
Brother gets knocked out 3 times in the first episode of The Mandalorian.
He gets bested by Embo on Navarro in his own home. He has the advantage of wall hacks, and he still gets beaten.
Well,
He's that bad at
did you
Fortnite
not
that he
catch
has to
the
install the
point?
cheats.
Did you not catch the point of his species being like super fucking intelligent, and all he does is set traps for motherfuckers, and like Mando was just worried about getting getting Grogu to safety, so he rushes out into the field where Embo's already laid the fucking trap. You know?
Yeah, and he's a bounty hunter in the Clone Wars too. But like, that's besides the point. Is he the best Mandalorian, or is he the best bounty hunter of the time?
I wouldn't say he's the best.
I'd say he's probably the
best
strongest
of-
Mandalorian other than Bo-Katan. I'd say Bo-Katan probably has it over him.
going to disagree with Bo-Katan being the Mandalorian.
Bo-Katan is probably the most powerful Mandalorian. I'd say. I mean, based on like, let's think about it. So like,
Bo would whip Din's butt. Just saying.
yeah, she would. I mean, look at the way she handled the darksaber, bro. I mean, made it look like nothing.
Did Din Djarin lose the planet of Mandalore to Darth Maul?
Din's not even combat trained in Mandalorian
Din
fighting.
would be
Did Din Djarin
would get
Did
swanton
Din
bombed by
Djarin get
Darth
his
Maul.
whole entire planet fucked because he's a little bitch?
Wait, wasn't there
I
a whole
didn't
plot
see him.
point that he's not actually like a true Mandalorian? He's just a cult.
But that's what I'm
follower?
saying. Like, we're calling him the Mandalorian. It's like, where's the book of Boba? Where's the book? We didn't get a book.
But is
We're
he
calling
really a
it the Thing.
Mandalorian though? Is Boba
Why are we calling
really
it
a
the Thing?
Mandalorian?
Well, it's like we're arguing synapse here. Like, is Grogu the child?
Well, I think the reason why they call him Mando, because you remember in season 1, he was the only one really doing bounty hunters. They didn't even know all the other Mandalorians.
Yeah, they were
just
hiding.
chilling in the bottom. They were
That's what
hiding.
I'm-
So
that's what
he's
I'm
the
saying.
face.
I
So he's
think
like the face of Mando. So everybody knows him as that's Mando, the
he's
bounty
called
hunter
the
that everybody talks
Mandalorian
about.
because
Kind of like what
every
Boba
time-
Fett was back then, but everybody knew who Boba Fett was. Not to fuck around with him. So.
Well, the thing too is
I
like
lived with the
he's
Tuscans.
called the Mandalorian because if you noticed, every time that he is interacting with somebody who was alive pre like Clone Wars and remembers when Mandalorians were out and about and doing shit, they're like, "Holy shit, there's not a whole lot of you guys left. I haven't seen one in a while."
Mhm.
And
It's almost as if the character is cool because it has a rarity complex.
I mean, character's fucking cool because he's fucking cool. He's bad fucking ass.
But why is he cool and badass? Because he's got
A jetpack, because he's got whistling birds, because he's the Mandalorian.
I'll tell you why. Because Mandalorians are the fucking best.
I could bring you in warm.
Yeah, but what
I
makes
could
them the
bring you in
best?
cold.
Because they have different characteristic traits. No one Mandalorian is the same, bro.
This is my original point with
That's I'm
cool
siding with you,
features.
JT.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying with about like cool features being tied to characters because that's what makes them cool, you know. Like I seen the Beyond the Dune Sea, they did like the Kingmaker comparison. In Lord of the Rings complex, Mandalorian would be Aragorn, you know. He's got the humanistic features where he's getting beaten up, he's getting knocked down, but he's constantly come back and he's finding his way into back into power.
I would argue on character storyline, I would argue that the Mandalorian is more like Gimli. Because the dwarves have been shit on for eons.
That only counts as
and
one.
they always persevere and find a way through, just like Mandalorians.
There's many characters in Star Wars that have been shit on for a long time that have found ways to power.
How many of their home planets got destroyed by the Empire completely?
I don't think you need your home planet destroyed to make that your character essential.
But what I'm saying is I'm tying them to the dwarves because Khazad-dûm was over
because they lost their original
all lost their home, and like in the way that the Mandalorian is like the last of that race, Gimli is literally like the end of the dwarven line.
I see that comparison, but also I see that like Din Djarin he's like the main character. You know what I mean? Between Mandalorian and Grogu, Mando is obviously the main guy. And Gimli, no slide to Gimli, loved me some John Rhys Davies, but he's not the main guy.
Well,
Aragorn.
If we're arguing main guy, then Din Djarin is Frodo. Aragorn's not the main character of Lord of the Rings.
I'm not saying of that side of the Fellowship. I'm saying between Legolas, Gimli, and Aragorn of that group.
I think he would be like an Aragorn Gimli hybrid in a way. I see what you're saying.
He's the Strider. He's the man for hire.
He's the unknown.
The Mandalorian becomes like Boromir and dies soon.
Well, that would require him becoming Sean Bean.
You were tempted by the power. You're tempted by the power.
Let me ask you guys this question. What do you think? What would you consider? Where would you say the state of Star Wars is right now after this movie?
I think we need some good projects to come out still.
I agree with JT. I think if you look out into the zeitgeist, it doesn't look that good with this movie, but I think it actually.
Would you call me?
Well, I think. But hold on. Let me finish this. I think it will turn out to, in the long run, end up being a W and what we need. Because I mean, people did enjoy this movie regardless of what people say online. Online's a cesspool, but like, I think we're moving in the right direction. But man, we need so many more W's, man. We really do. We need the Skywalkers. We need a story moving forward. We need so much. But I'll take it. I mean,
we need more cowbell.
We need a whole lot more cowbell.
That's kind of what I'm saying. Is I wouldn't say we're fully back, but I would 1,000% say that we are on the right trajectory. That we've proven we can write a fucking cohesive story for a movie.
Yeah, and we've planted a seed in the younger generation
and a show, and like you said, they're bringing in that new generation of fans who are now going to go out into the world and see all this amazing shit. I would say we're on an upward trajectory that needs to continue to get back to the base level. I mean,
because we're not there yet, but I think when you go out online, people will be like, "Oh, Star Wars is dead."
Who's that guy?
The majority of that you'll see it, but I think in reality, we are on a very, very slight upward trajectory after this.
You see that on social media everywhere, bro. It's the highly vocal minority of people that just hate.
Well, I also think too, with like Disney buying over and creating their projects, we know that they can have things that people like. I mean, Ahsoka, I didn't really love Ahsoka, but dude, I can watch episode 5 Shadow Warrior over and over again, man. Like that made me cry when I first seen it, So like
Book of Boba Fett episode 6 for me.
But yeah, like we know that they can write things that win, but I think within recent times, Maul, Shadow Lord, and The Mandalorian and Grogu have been overall W's, but we just need more consistent W's.
That's what I'm saying is like they need to become more consistent on how often we're getting well-written shit.
But I've heard
it does us no good to have 2 bangers and then fucking Starfighter be bullshit.
I've heard the thing too with like Maul Shadow Lord ended, and we were like, dude, Star Wars is back, baby. And like, whoa.
Well, yeah, none of that.
Rose tinted goggles, man.
It'll be undeniable when it's back. It'll be inescapable. It'll be everywhere. Everybody will be positive about it for the majority. You'll know.
Brian, I am hoping, man.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Brian, I hope so too.
So
Man.
good.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Is like I think the overall, if you look at the fandom as a whole, I would say we're probably at like 51 to 50% of people. Like the spread is 51% of people are happy right now, 50% maybe like 49. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It's still split, but it's hard to tell because it's like the thing that gets focused on is all of the negativity because those people are just so loud and
we need a project that's going to unite the fandom.
Even besides just being loud, there are a lot of valid takes too because without having been incessantly involved in the news, like I said, I'm still hearing stuff through the pipeline that I'm like, yeah, why? You know, like this new Starfighter movie, there was like the Vanity Fair photos or whatever, where it was Ryan Gosling with that younger actor. And it's like, dude, this trope with like big guy with smaller sidekick has to stop, dude. Mandalorian and Grogu, what's her face from Outlaws with Nyx, the little axolotl, and Cal and BD1, dude. I'm so tired of the little sidekick trope. It's annoying.
Why can't we just at least have like twins that are moving around? I mean, like, it's like
we got
that's like what makes like Tales of the Underworld, dude. Seeing the Cad Bane storyline, dude. Never asked for it. Did I love it? Hell yeah. Did it have sidekick crap in it? No. He had a brother that he ended up having to lose because he was on an opposite faction. It's like, dude, you can show so many different character dichotomies if you just go different routes, man. The formula's broken, ain't fixing it. You know, that's done. We need to innovate here. And I think that goes beyond Star Wars. I think just movies in general need to stop creating sequels.
Recycling shit. Yeah, you're right.
Hollywood in general has been in such a fucking
zero creativity.
Yeah, I'm so fed up with it.
Bro, there's not even any good horror movies coming out. And that used to be like fucking every good movie was a horror.
Resident Evil.
But that's what was so like refreshing about Mando and Grogu is because they, you know, it wasn't my favorite movie. It was a really good movie in my opinion. But dude, the attention to detail that they put in the thing, man. So many Clone Wars references. Yeah. I just watched a thing like Things You Missed, and the dude when he brings in the guy that they were looking for, the Imperial coin, Janu coin or whatever, in the background inside of the Rebel base or whatever, they had the arcade Star Wars arcade machine that they built for Tashi Station deleted scene in A New Hope.
So cool.
That just some random aliens were playing in the back. It's like, dude, the attention to detail is crazy. The fact that they created live action versions of the Jar characters blows me out of the water. Did I expect that? Not in the slightest. It's like, what?
Yeah, it definitely, like we talked about it in our last podcast, like it checked all the boxes and everything that we want and need in a Star Wars movie in order for us to be in. It let us go in there, feel like a little kid again, and escape for 2 hours.
Showed us that they cared.
Yeah, it showed us that they really cared. They put the care, you could feel the care and the effort that was put in there.
I will say,
on every level.
I'm not a big fan of Dave Filoni thinking that he's Stan Lee. I don't need to see him showing up with a cowboy hat anymore. Like, I don't need to see that.
Well, they did that in They also did that in the Mandalorian.
It made sense.
I know.
A couple times.
I know.
Yeah.
And he's also in Ahsoka. And I don't need to see. Dave, you are not Stan Lee. I hate to break it to you, but you are not Stan Lee. Please quit doing it.
Baron Papanoida was a background character for 2 seconds in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, but
you know, he's not in every single.
Himself blue, bro.
Hey, Swoon, why don't you go make your own fucking movie? Huh?
I've thought about it, but I've had trouble thinking of original ideas. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what was really cool about that though is when they were sitting around and you saw Dave Filoni, you know, with his hat at the bar drinking the blue milk or whatever it was. You did see Doug Chang sitting at the table.
Yeah, that was dope.
Live action Doug Chang reaction.
Was he not one of the X-Wing pilots too? No,
that was another guy.
No. Mm-mm. They used
other
all
guy
the
was,
directors of all the episodes that directed, and they were all part of the squad. Which the way I know that is because they made pins of them in Star Wars Celebration Anaheim, and each day you went to the store, they released one of those pins. Like what's his name? Was it Trapper Wolf or whatever his name? That's Dave Filoni. What's his character's name?
Trapper Wolf.
Trapper Wolf. Yeah. So.
I mean, I feel like every time he's been in, it's made sense.
Brian just subtle flexes right here in his
No,
comments.
really.
I remember talking to Steven Spielberg. Like, okay.
No, but like the point that you made is valid. I think because Hollywood's become so oversaturated with just shit mid-ass movies that they're like, okay, we need to make more money. Let's get this movie out and let's bring some other shit in. Because it's like, bro, I used to go like every couple weeks to a movie. Now it really takes a lot to get me out for a movie that's not like something I'm super interested in.
It's a different era too, because we also have movies that are coming out that sound pretty good too. It's like Mandalorian and Grogu, the Spider-Man movie, Avengers Doomsday. I want to see this Backrooms movie. I want to see what that's all about.
Masters of the Universe.
Masters of the Universe, dude. I know nothing about, like, that's my mom's era, man. She saw the cartoon and everything. It's like, dude,
hey, what are you trying to say? You could be my son?
I'm not old. But dude, I like, as promising as these titles are, I also know the state of Hollywood, and I'm going in, very cautious. It sucks.
Well,
but
I'm gonna give you the reason. There's two factors why movies are not thriving in theaters now. One, the streaming service.
Right.
Let's be honest. I'm old, so I could go back to where we didn't have this. So you had to go to the movie theaters, and a movie would last for 6 months. For 6 months, right, in a movie theater. And so we used to have, it's a bad name, but me and my uncle used to call them PPM, poor people movies. And when and it was a movie theater here in Orlando where the movies would last 6 months. Then after 6 months, they will go to the PPM.
The dollar theater
for like $1 or $2.
Yeah.
And then it would hit VHS, and then obviously we went into DVDs. So with the streaming service, where the fuck do I have to go? I already pay $21 for Netflix, and they pumping out movies with actors I know from movies. I'll just stay home.
Yeah,
order something from home.
They did that on Peacock. They had the Megan movie and the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, like all the Blumhouse stuff. Like day one, it came out in theaters, came out on Peacock. Like, what's
the point? What is driving me? So I mean, I don't think the streaming services are not going to go anywhere, and they already invested so many. Oh damn, that's throwback. I invested so much money, so you're battling, and then 2020 is my second point. I mean 2020, yeah. So 2020, we got used to kind of like just living at home, and we kind of realized, hey, it's not bad being here at home. Yeah, we can't go out and do things, but man, we started binge watching series. Now, I watch all of Clone Wars because back then I only paid attention to live action. I didn't pay attention to animation. So that opened up my world to Rebels, Clone Wars, all this stuff because we're stuck at home. Now people just used to just being at home. And like I remember when I first started dating my girlfriend back in 2019, we used to go to the movies all the time. Now she don't even want to go. She's like, let's just look at something at 8. We got HBO, we got Prime, and we got Netflix. Out of those 3 streams, there's going to be something new in there. And every week they're putting something new. So it's like, that's what we're dealing with right now.
Another thing that's kind of like made movies like just kind of shit in general. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon did an interview about some Netflix movie that they did. And they were like, yeah, streaming services and like Hollywood in general, they want everything to be done within the first like 15 minutes action wise. So that way they can constantly have the screenwriters just retype the dialogue and reiterate it because we know people are going to be on their phones the entire time. And we need to fuck off with that shit.
Well, and the other thing,
off with the guns.
The other thing too is like I saw a lot of comments where people were like, I'm not going to go fucking watch this movie and pay these prices for it when I can just wait for it to come out. Because they're like, oh, it might suck, so I'll just wait for it to come out because I'm already paying for it.
Mm-hmm. And I just
Dude,
saw
even-
last night the Mummy, that new Mummy that came out with like the girl being possessed and all this stuff, and she turned into the Mummy. So I looked at the trailer and I was like, "That yeah." My girlfriend's like, "What's up with this Mummy?" I said, "It has nothing to do with Brendan Fraser Mummy.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
know.
a whole different one." And then we saw it streaming now. I'm like, "What the fuck? Didn't it just come out in movie theaters?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had
What
they had that
happened?
they had that Tom Cruise Mummy that came out too that also flopped.
So I don't know if they're just like new writers pumping out things really quick, and I don't know about Hollywood. I'm not gonna be here and say I know things, but it's just there's nothing really driving us to go. We went for Star Wars because this is like Star Wars in 7 years in theaters, and
Yeah.
we're gonna go next year with the 50th anniversary. How
Yeah,
many times we watched The New Hope?
But
So
what
many
you
times,
just
but we're still
what you
gonna
just
go.
said, what you just said though, like this movie definitely could have been Mando season 4 without a shadow of a doubt. It could have been a season 4, like 4 episodes, 5 episodes, whatever. But it's also a theatrical event. I mean, I held this up at the beginning, like I watched it in IMAX, and at the beginning of the
Nice.
movie with the huge screen, it was like a countdown from like 10 to 0, and it said forged in IMAX, and like every single number had like a different effect over it. The sound resonance is like, dude, that was the way to do that. I didn't see it in 40x like you guys did, but dude, IMAX, I'm glad that was what I
If you're
did.
gonna see it in 40x, JT, go to Cinemark. Do not go to Regal.
Regal will have you feeling like you just got 3 weeks worth of back shots for 4 hours.
I'm still feeling pain in my fucking back, bro.
Bro,
Like,
my rib
it's-
cage, right where the bottom of my left rib is, I've had this sharp stabbing pain anytime I sneeze or fucking cough. And it's
Ricky,
He's at
You've-
the,
you've
the
seen-
beginning of the beginning of the movie. He's at the ATRT going down the hill. It's like,
Okay.
it's
No,
gonna be a long movie.
let's put it this way. You guys have all seen me and Wrath in person. You know we're not the smallest guys. We were being
What'd you call
thrown
me?
in the air
There
from
you
the
go.
fucking chairs, bro.
from the top shelf.
yeah. I've never felt so small in my life. Plus, they made you sit on this chair that's like a roller coaster chair, so your feet are off the fucking ground.
Yeah.
You should have seen Ricky like 15
But, like-
minutes ago.
Like, bro, it was like fucking it was like being in like a fucking ride, bro. And it's like I was
like
on
Star
the
Tours
end.
on crack.
So
much.
everybody else, these two were on the middle seats, not on the end seats. I was on the end seats, bro, and it reminded me of being a little kid on the back of the bus getting
No, you and Swoon were on. So they were in groups of 3 on the Regal one, and so you and Swoon were at the end. I was in the middle, just chilling. I had like a
But, like-
relatively good time, but like y'all were getting ripped the whole
Bro.
movie.
It
This
felt
shit
like
would
when you're on the
fucking
back of
fling
the
you
bus
forward
and you
then
go
fling
over a
you
fucking
back, like
speed
oh.
bump. Like I was just like fucking bro. I had to tuck my arm because I was worried about fucking throwing the people's elbow into fucking Sklee's jaw and knocking him the fuck out halfway through the movie.
If we would have had the seats from Cinemark, the extra 40 effects from Regal, and then the IMAX screen, it would have been the perfect experience. But yeah,
You got to build
man,
a home theater for that one.
Bro,
dude, there
and
was
then,
like snow effects and stuff, dude.
yeah, they had like
JT
little
in the
snow coming down. But
and
like
water.
The water effect was bullshit.
The
I got
worst-
like 2 drops.
yeah, the worst
And, like, just
part
sitting on
was
your-
like Sklee was big man in the fucking armrest, so I like sat over on the side a little bit and leaned to the left because I'm a big dude on broad shoulders, and they had these little air jets. Every time a blaster would go like, it would
Yeah,
be
like-
like. So normally I'd be sitting in the middle, and the fucking air jets would be going by my side of my head. I'm sitting right here, so I'm getting one in the back of the fucking head, and the other one's just going straight down my fucking ear.
Ricky, watch out! Pop the bounty collector's right behind you. He's gonna kill you. He's go- Oh, I get you, boy.
Shut up, nerd.
I've tried watching the
Fucking
Dark
film
Knight,
nerd. You film nerd. You fucking. What do you,
Dude, Dark Knight's one of the best
what do
movies.
you
ever.
make fucking movies? You fucking nerd.
This Glee, I'm gonna have to respectfully, wholeheartedly disagree with you. I made it 10 minutes into the Dark Knight and I turned it off.
Yeah,
What?
I'm rethinking our friendship right now.
Bro,
Wow.
the Christopher Nolan Batman movies are not good. The best part of Batman Begins was when he was training before he became Batman.
Don't talk about the weakest movie.
Bro, who hurt you, bro? You need a hug?
Peter
Give me your
The Dark
address.
Knight
Somebody
was
hurt
one of the
you.
best movies, one of the best cinematic experiences I've ever.
You know who hurt me, Pop? Whoever, I think it was I'm forgetting. Joel Schumacher. I think it might have been him. Whichever one did the bat nips on Batman and Robin and then didn't do the bat nips on Batwoman, bro.
With Val Kilmer?
That one right there.
No,
hurt me.
that was
hurt
Clooney
my
and that other guy.
childhood. You know how happy I was to see like Batwoman at like 6 years old, and I'm seeing like George Clooney and fucking Chris O'Donnell with bat nips, and then bat nips on Batwoman.
First they had nipples, now they have no nipples.
Ever since that day, I fucking hated Batman. I mean, for fuck's sakes, 2002 Spider-Man, I got to see MJ kissing with her titties poking out in the rain. So
I'm gonna say this.
I love that little
I
thing.
think Swinski might be a little bit more Hispanic than we thought, because the person who hurt him the most, his last name translates into shoemaker in German. Okay. And that just sounds to me like somebody beat you with the fucking chancla, bro. So that checks out. Fucking Spanish American War, great, like fucking trauma over there.
Stonewall Jackson.
I drove by it today. I almost stopped. Pay my respects to Swinski's great granddaddy.
Bryant comes in, Mike drops and leaves. He says something, gets Swoon all riled up. Dude, you're what's his face from was it Cold Civil War? You're the Winter Soldier like guy. He says the phrase and then he leaves. He puts his Sun's getting real low, Banner.
I heard him.
Oh, that's right. Don't mention Beauty Banner.
Rectally.
So you know what's funny? The part that I didn't like, or originally when I first saw it, was that alligator lizard and said, "I reckon you the one that's been taking my fish." I was like, we could erase that part. That part does not need to be in the fucking movie. And then my daughter turns aside, she's like, "That was one of my favorite parts." When he took the fish, I was like,
that's like one of the cutesy moments, though, you know. He's like,
like what the fuck? He's like, what is he, knitting or something?
Bro,
I reckon you the one that's been taking my fish.
He's whittling a stick, bro. It's fucking Bayou. The part that I love about that is like fucking Devin gets bitched at for trying to steal a plum, and then Grogu's just like, "I'm gonna take your whole ass fish."
Yeah, doesn't even care.
I don't give a fuck. And not only that, but I'm gonna come back a second time and almost die to a fucking frog.
Yeah, that was crazy. Little slingshot.
Little Ogdo Bogdo action, if you catch my
little Ogdo Bogdo for real.
I fucking hate Ogdo Bogdo. And I hate his fucking offspring in July too, okay?
Clone Force. Don't be saying stuff like that in here. Not unless you're trying to.
I'm watching you guys in the shower. What the fuck?
Prove it, Clone Force. Soapy shower pics right now, or I don't believe you.
It's extra soapy.
3 big balls.
Clone Force, look what I got. I'm building this
Nice
shit.
little
You sure hung, Grogu. You sure
Winsky with the fucking poly bag be like,
Grogu.
"Look, I'm halfway through this ship." Swoon, it has 18 pieces. It's been 2 years. I'm almost there.
You.
I think I lost something.
So something cool about this movie that I don't know why I didn't know this, but Embo's what is the name of his ship?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so
like
sick, dude.
It's the
So
guillotine,
sick.
and it's like
guillotine.
his hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an
Bro, they
unused.
need to build that shit in Lego.
Hard.
They need to do that shit in Lego. That shit would fire.
Speaking of like swag, merchandise and stuff like that, bro, have you seen the Embo with his dogs Funko Pops they did?
Yeah, what is it?
Series.
Nubo or whatever his name is.
No, it's something like IE Kia or something like that.
The dog's
bro,
well, no, the species is like in a new boat.
Yeah, the species. Yeah,
What the dog doing?
his eyes kind of have like a reflective glow to it, which I thought was really cool.
Nice.
I'm getting that Funko Pop.
Dude, the
Funko?
guillotine is
Dude,
like
Let me check it out.
that's like all of a sudden like my favorite name for a ship.
Yes, yeah.
A recent, which by the way,
Ooh,
awesome
that looks
callback
pretty
to when he
sick.
does like Embo does that flip in the air where he uses his helmet as a full body shield, just like in the Clone Wars.
JT, did
Also,
you
I
hear?
love
They
how
nailed Embo.
Cinema.
he first comes in
No,
and,
for real,
and
they did
Mando's
nail
about to blast him, and he goes,
JT, did you hear what I said about his ship being an unused concept art from the Clone Wars?
Mm-mm.
Like that, the ship in the Mando movie is what they were going to give him in the Clone Wars, but they didn't give it to him for whatever reason. So they gave it to him in this movie.
And that's strange too, because even in like the Clone Wars, he's very sparingly used too. I mean, at least they could have done is shown his ship, you know.
But when he's on screen, though,
Legolas.
Dude, they nailed him
Legolas,
in this movie. Like, and when his ship took off, it almost looked like a droid gunship too. The way it was just like saucer circular.
well,
like
but it wasn't too saucery. Like, what's the race of aliens or pirates? You know what I'm talking about? I think it's Rebels and Clone Wars. They actually have like old school disc-shaped UFOs that spin.
Yeah.
What's the race called? I can't think of it.
I don't know.
What do they look like?
I don't
I
see
think they're
color
Weequays. They're Weequays,
so-
and they have like an actual saucer UFO.
Well, the
I don't
Weequay
like it racial.
Hondo is a Weequay species.
Well, yeah, I know that, but
Did you call me?
Were you talking shit on Hondo? Don't you talk shit on my glove
Fuck
Shido now.
Hondo.
Fuck Mandalorians.
Fuck pussy whiny bitch boy Jedis.
That's Sklebean's character, brother. I wanted to go to Tassi's.
I mean, so is
It's
Anakin.
both y'all's characters.
You're a Skywalker. You're a whiny bitch. Just what.
Skywalker's a whiny bitch. Luke is a pussy ass moisture farming bitch boy. That's what he is.
God damn.
Jesus.
Leave him out of
That's
it.
so aggressive.
Obi-Wan did nothing wrong.
Obi-Wan is the worst fucking negotiator in all of history. What the fuck? Why
is Luke
about?
catching strays?
I
That's wild.
would argue that Padme Amidala is a very bad negotiator.
Oh my god.
But she didn't have the nickname the negotiator. Kenobi
But
did.
she
He didn't
also
even
couldn't
negotiate
keep
on
droids.
Mustafar.
She couldn't keep the separatists from charging tariffs.
It was
The
those
pirate-
damn ET species inside of the Senate room. That
the
was
pirate
the swing
saucer
vote.
motherships is what I'm talking about.
They swung that vote, dude.
What mothership, Scully?
It's called Corona class armed frigate.
Cerveza
Hey,
Cristo.
fucking Corona,
Like they're
bro.
like actual
Yeah,
UFOs.
drinking fucking Coronas in the fucking ship and shit, bro.
Dude,
Raph,
you know
doing
what?
that voice reminded me of my most favorite thing about the Mando and Grogu movie.
Oh,
JT, you're probably gonna fucking hate me for this. The Anzellans, brother, are my new favorite fucking species in all of Star Wars. I don't know what it was. Like, yes, I like Babu
Big
Frick,
fight, babe.
but these ones in this movie particularly,
Hey,
oh my god, bro,
Hey,
so funny.
Spooner.
They're great, and the
Spooner.
first round is on them at the end. of
First
the movie.
round on me. Come here, big guy. Come on.
yeah.
Big guy, come on. You gotta go get drinkies.
Yeah, that was a hilarious part. It's like they all escape and shit, and then they go to the Dylan
You
ship.
got
and
a
like,
ship.
where the fuck am I
and then
gonna
you
fit?
pull up and the fucking music, and then Mando's just like, ah, fuck.
I gotta
Grogu's
see.
like, Grogu's like, and he's like, buddy, I'm not fucking fitting on that shit, you dumb fuck.
I
So,
gotta see-
okay, so
Hey,
I got
here's
the
what I'll
N1
say.
Starfighter,
Here's
right? I got the
what I'll
N1
say.
Starfighter and Lego for May 4th, and I'm over here all happy and shit, building it.
And you saw
I haven't seen the Mando movie. And then so when I watch it, my girl asked me, like, hey, how was the movie? And I said, it was good, but yeah, the N1 Starfighter wasn't used in the movie. And she's like, what? I said, you're gonna find out
was in
why
the
on Sunday
background.
when you see it, why it wasn't used. This
It was
fucking
in the
Rod of the
background.
Hutt's big ass cannot fit in there. Oh
They
shit.
did show it in the background of his.
Yeah, it's just like, all park
Um,
nice and shiny,
But I just love how there's like fucking ships flying around, and this little RC car's like And even the
Yeah,
Jetsons,
between the birds or whatever, the
the
little creatures
Jetsons
just
sound
like.
when they first come in, and it's like.
Look, they were cute in this movie, but that does not denounce the fact that I want to make a smoothie out of them. Okay.
From
Dude,
Smoothie
Hondo
King
and the
or
Enzellans need to back
from
up.
Wow.
Tropical Smoothie Cafe.
Oh, that'll give you the shits, brother. Tell me. I'll tell
What
you
happened to
what.
Spoon? He came down with the Enzellin shits. He had one of those little fucking milkshakes. that they made.
Should have known to not order the Anzellin.
Bro,
Speaking of which,
honestly, like I think my favorite part with the Anzellans is when they came back to rescue Mando. We told you we'd come back, Mando.
and then, bro, the whole battle scene's going on, and then it just cuts to them blowing up a fucking squirrel, and they're like,
I was just gonna say, like, Amando's fighting for his life against those Amani Man, whatever, like, mercenaries, and he's like, "Oh, a dragon snake too!" And then all of a sudden, you see the sewer grate. It's like grenade.
Bro, you see a flashlight, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And then fucking Grogu is like, "Hey, detonator!" And he's like, "Get the fuck out of there!"
That is a bomb.
Also, can we talk about they get into the fucking pipe system, and he goes, they're just standing there, and he goes, "Oh, big pipe, huh?"
Oh, dude.
They shoot that creature in the eye with the dart.
Brad talked about it when we saw it the first time. But at the end, when they all get blasted out, when they blow up the palace, and you can tell that it's clearly toys, bro. When Grogu and the Anzellans got fucking flooded out after blowing up the grate, all I could see was the Hot Toys, bro. Like I could tell that it was Hot Toys just getting
stiff.
Wow, yeah. I wanted.
And Rod of the Hutt just getting blasted up against the wall and falling out of the hole.
They're like jump, and then Rada's like, "Oh, it's pretty shallow," and then he's like, "It's a bomb," and then he goes, and just fucking falls.
There's a moment in real life. I had my cousins come up to visit me, and we had the little kids, right? And one of them saw we had a plug in the wall carbon monoxide detector. And to get them from fiddling with it, because it had a bunch of settings on it, my cousin was like, "Don't touch it. It's a bomb." Like, that's how you tell them to get away from the thing. Yeah.
Can't wait for that to come up at show and tell. My dad makes bombs.
It's a bomb.
What?
It was made in a bomb factory.
You're like, "Where do you live, kid?" All of a sudden, the SWAT shows up.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, but what do you guys think about, what was it? Was it 5 X-Wings? 5 X-Wings, 2 Y-Wings?
Yeah, sounds right.
Oh, the hit squad at the end of the movie?
Yeah, that was pretty sick. I was like, yeah, X-Wings, Y-Wings. That's why I'm excited for, bro, we better see some fucking action.
Yeah, I agree.
We better see, the
You better see some crazy dogfight.
I better see some shit in this
I want to
movie.
see some old repurposed A-Wings.
That would have been a cool opportunity to show an early sighting of Ryan Gosling's character.
Oh, what if Ryan Gosling showed up? We're right here. Bro, that would have been like, oh my God.
You remember this scene that everybody's talking about online being like, "Oh, I thought that was a showing of Luke with R5 or whatever, like the red R2 unit."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
what if that turns out to be the starfighter ship, like the like one that comes in initially?
Yeah,
I have a feeling they're probably going to go new starfighters with this movie.
They might very well do that. Yeah.
That just would have been a great opportunity to show that,
Also, I am wholeheartedly disagreeing in y'all about that being the coolest ship because Bosk has the coolest.
Unfortunately, timeline-wise, JT, that you're about 30-ish years off.
Well,
is it really that?
Unfortunately,
Sklee,
it's campfire storytelling, so timeline doesn't matter.
Yeah, New Republic era versus post Rise of Skywalker era. It's like 30 years, over 30 probably.
Whoa!
Will the Force?
I sure hope
the
so.
name I haven't heard in a long time. RDJ Doom will be in Starfighter.
For lucky. Thanks for popping in, man.
Absolutely.
Rod of the Hutt will return in Avengers Doomsday. Speaking of Rada and returning,
Grogu will
That's a
return.
trope that I'm kind of getting a little tired of. They introduce new characters that reintroduce characters, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go work for the New Republic." I'm kind of getting sick and tired of that, bro.
Well,
Who?
Not
Who?
everybody needs to
Swinsky.
work for the New
Who?
Republic.
Swinsky, would
Talking
you
about-
rather them be unemployed bums on this
Dude,
side
yeah,
of the
dude,
room?
Rada working.
Rada
for
had a
the New
great
Republic
thing going
is
for him
dope.
until fucking John, who wanted to kill him.
What?
I don't like that they have jobs by the only employer in the galaxy. They should just go run spice. And then we can hit them with a tactical strike in the middle of the year.
Also, I am a little disappointed because I genuinely thought that we would have gotten some sort of conflict with Rada and Grogu being a Force user, considering Force users killed his dad. But then he reiterates that he wants to not be his dad like 6 times in 2 minutes. So I still would have liked to see some sort of confrontation between him and a Force user. That would have been cool.
I have one thing that doesn't make me angry, but I'm still confused. Maybe you guys can help me understand. Rada the Hutt ends up leaving Mando's control, right? Like he's like, yeah, I'm gonna clear your tab, right? The Hutts are gonna be looking for you. You better get out of here far away, right? And
Right.
Rada's like, yeah, sure, I'll leave. And then you see him, he's captured already on like the
Captured
mine
again.
flanker.
Yeah.
How did his ship
So
get shot down? Like I didn't catch that.
So
you know?
here's the thing, right? If you realize it, he's not on Nal Hutta when he leaves, right?
Yeah.
Because Mando's contracted an arms dealer to take him somewhere. So what I think happened was the arms dealer brought him to Nal Hutta in a double cross.
It's like a swindle. Yeah.
The swindle. So
It had to have been
they
because
shot
like
the ship down.
because that's what I was thinking. Like, dude, you have so many other places to go in the galaxy that the odds of him flying above the planet, getting shot down on the one planet he doesn't want to be near.
Well, because that's the thing too, is like we have that plot, like you were saying with the planet swoon. I don't know how far where Mando's at from Nal Hutta, but I'm imagining that it wasn't just like, oh, we're happening. Oh shit, we're in Nal Hutta's orbit. Oh shit, they're gonna blow us up. Like,
yeah,
I think what
I like that double cross thing because he hires the gun runner. Who's to say the twins haven't already put out a thing looking for their nephew
or whatever Mando paid the gun runners? He was like, bro, you're giving me 50 credits. These motherfuckers just offered me 5,000 to bring his fat ass over here. What?
Mando goes up to the twins and he's like, okay, I'll accept you. I'll find your son. He leaves the building and the twins are like, this fucking idiot. We're gonna go.
They're like,
get
That's
him.
a good point.
oh,
Sick
That's a
him
good
up.
point, Will.
We miss our nephew so much. Can you please bring him home so that we can kill him?
Well, the only thing that is that ship that they gunned down, didn't
Yeah.
it look like it's been there for months or for years?
that's what I'm saying
Yeah.
too.
It didn't look like a
But-
brand new ship that just shot down
But-
because this is all in the same timeline, but it looked like
But we also
pieces
don't
of
know
plants
how
all
long.
over it. Yeah.
We don't know how long that time period was.
Well, so Grogu was watching over Din Djarin in the forest, and he's seeing like the day-night cycle, but you
Yeah.
don't know
Yeah,
how
it's 5
long
days.
those days are. You know,
Right.
that could be more than 24 hours, and the vines could be growing super like quick, like bamboo or something on the ship. You know, but
Or
no,
Gutzu.
Maybe we didn't think about that part when we filmed it.
Like Harrison Ford told Mark Hamill back in 1977, hey kid, it's not that kind of movie.
Yeah.
If they're looking at your hair, we got a real problem.
We got a real problem. If they're looking at the vines and the ship, then we got a wrong problem, man.
Also,
Hey, kid.
the guardians of the twins,
I'm
like
not a big
vault,
fan of
vault
those.
door.
Phil
Yeah.
Tippett.
Yeah, the Tippet droids. One was named Bullet Head, obviously because he had a bullet head, and the other one was named Argus. I love the designs of those. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think they're cool.
They
They
feel
were
too
like,
much like Transformers from the movies.
but they had just, for my opinion, they had just enough like Junk Titan-esque vibe where they were like, just pieces put together. And then the dude, he's got like a mini arm that's like throwing grenades out. It's like,
Yeah, it went along with
It's
like
cool.
how the droids looked and everything. It felt.
Mm.
dude, I
Alright.
love, dude, the stab alone, just hearing the noise in the movie of the stab was like,
Bro, you know what's crazy is is they showed us the 2 snaps flying in the air, bro.
Oh,
And
that's
I was just like, bro, I thought those motherfuckers stayed ground level, but those motherfuckers are up there.
Well, we know in the Clone Wars on what's the prison arc where they have Evan Peel and he gets bit or whatever. Yeah, the Citadel arc. You see before, I think is it Echo that gets blown up by the big turret. The staff that he's riding is pretty high up. It's like a couple hundred feet
but
in the air.
But it's like, bro, they made the way that they shot that, it made it seem like they were fucking starfighters flying across the mountainside. I was like, what the fuck is this? Did we bury the camera in the fucking ground? Like, you're telling me if we're allowed to fly snaps 30 feet above the air, imagine how fucking terrifying it would be to see one of those the fucking separatist tanks just fucking hovering.
Right.
Well, I think it's also like the space to air combat when it comes to the gunships too, because you normally see gunships in like atmosphere level, but it's then they can go into space.
They could go, I don't think they get hyper speed, but
no, but I mean, like you mentioned, the camera angles, dude. The intro when he's taking out those AT-ATs or whatever, man. That shot where he's like, it's like that camera from season 3.
When he goes like, it gave me fucking Nemoidian vibes where he was just like, just do something. Like he's telling him, he's like, go get him on the roof, and they're like, sir, we're pilots, go get them.
Yeah, I don't care. And then dude gets kicked off, and then he falls, and you see him crash on the rocks.
Oh,
like,
that was sick.
He's dead.
Yeah. He's like, is he alive? No.
Yeah, very cool.
No, but I think overall, watching it twice, I mean, I left the first time still thinking it was a good movie, and then watching it again, and watching like, you know, through a different lens, and I was like, you know what? It is a good movie. It is a good movie. I told everybody to go watch it. If you like the Mando and Grogu movie show, you're gonna like this movie. So like, go watch it. Don't pay attention to Rotten Tomato percentage and ratings and all that stuff. If you like Mando and Grogu and you watch season 1, 2, and 3, and you thought it was good,
you'll like the movie.
You're gonna love the movie, and you're gonna see an upgrade.
And you guys seen it before I did, and then Swooner called me. He's like, JT, it's gonna be there's gonna be some things that you're gonna kind of question and maybe not like, but like it's gonna be a good movie. Just
you'll have fun.
Like, that's nice, because then I don't have to. I'm just going in at face value, and whatever happens, happens. That's
the way I'm doing all these movies from now on.
That's what I have to do. No more Gemini.
The other thing too is like going in and seeing it a second time. You kind of try to focus on different things. Like the other boys saw it twice and didn't even notice shit that I noticed. Like when they're about to be done, when he's talking to Sigourney Weaver, in the background, there's like 3 BD-1 droids walking like.
Oh yeah,
BDX. Yeah, those are the same ones that were walking around Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah. And JT, what was that other part that you were pointing out that I didn't remember? You're like, how did Roddy get captured or something like that? Is that what you were saying?
We just talked that.
Yeah, the turtle ship.
Yeah, the one it had like ATTE legs or whatever, like the Clone Wars walker or whatever. But I wanted to point out, because Will brought up Robert Downey Jr. That dude that played the Saesee Tin alien that gets his horn cut off or whatever. He's in Sherlock Holmes, I think. I think he's the big buff dude from Sherlock Holmes and the Robert Downey Jr. movie.
He's the guy from Longest Yard too, I thought.
He was a football player turned actor, but I recognized his face through the makeup. I was like, that's a cool.
Dude, that was sick because he like literally punched his fucking broke his horn, whatever, at the side. I'm like, damn. But that whole scene was sick.
Bro, and then
drop the salt
and then on the way out he goes bloop, and he's like,
what
the fuck?
And
I'm rich.
That buys a lot of salt where I'm from. Shut up.
Yeah. What I don't get is why the fuck is salt being rationed on this planet? Just go to Crate, brother. It's an entire planet made of fucking salt. There you fucking go.
Because they can't.
Well, they remember you can't. Maybe they can't afford to get off the planet.
No, they can. They just don't want to.
Well,
that's why he's got a mansion on the
can't, Swinner, because unlike your favorite characters, they're not working for the New Republic, so they're fucking unemployed bums. See, if the arms smuggling droid was working for the New Republic, you would have never sold out Rada.
Play that clip of Tamora Morrison as a clone begging for change on the side with his helmet open.
Oh man. But yeah, I mean, if you've somehow suffered through this amalgamation of dudes talking about dicks and butts and all kinds of other stuff,
Whoa.
spoilers,
Whoa,
you still
whoa,
haven't seen this
spoiler.
movie, go see it now, I guess.
Oh my god.
Also, buy popcorn buckets so the homies can have some extra bread in their pockets. You know who you are. Spooner and Squee get that reference, but buy more popcorn buckets. Also, this one's sick. It projects the fucking logo. Okay. Batteries died.
If he didn't, it wouldn't be the Broken Tusk podcast.
It projects the logo from Mando's light, and then plays the soundtrack for the movie. I wish it played that fucking cutscene song that bro. My fucking baseball. Fucking it's like almost as thrilling of a little like audio clip as like in Blade where they've got the fucking music.
Oh, dude, the intro, yeah, dog.
Rain blood all over the place.
I don't know if you
The
can beat
vampire
that.
rave.
Yeah,
Blood is
The
pumping.
Mon Mothma though, that seems pretty tight too. I like that music.
Yeah, I talked about it with Slee whenever I first listened to the soundtrack, and like one thing I love that Ludwig does is he did basically like what John Williams did with the OT and the prequels, and he took the main theme from Mando for the Mandalorian and integrated it into different sections of different songs, and it bro, fucking chef's kiss, like. Everything about this movie just fucking made me like 3 times baseball back erect cock, like when we were watching ball.
Sklee, Mr. Music Guy Sklee, what is that called when they use the same melody in different songs
Like
in a remix?
sampling.
call music, brother.
There's
talent.
I forget. Left 4 Dead 2 did that a lot with like the horde themes on each of the levels, man. They had the same kind of melody that they just tweaked a little bit.
Yep.
They like feather it in there.
Yeah. And I think Star Wars does that with like the Force theme and like Duel of the Fates. They do it with a couple other
They definitely do
movies too. That's just like, you got a good formula.
I could barely hear what Pop was listening to, but like the fact that you can barely hear it, so on the VOD, on the replay of this, whoever's watching that is just gonna see fucking Pop go like
they're gonna be like, he has Tourette's.
fucking he listening to that SpongeBob music over there.
I wonder who's gonna do the music for Starfighter.
Is all the New Year's doing the spies?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm still kind of meh on Starfighter. What I am really excited for now is Ahsoka season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's going into Dave's movie project, whatever the fuck they're retooling it. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. But dude, just be good, man. Give us the Skywalkers, bro. Give us some cool
Why
stuff.
don't you go
Give us some
and
cool stuff.
ask Gemini what's gonna happen?
I ain't gonna ask you.
Thomas Newman is going to be doing the music for Starfighter. I don't know who that is, but
Mellowpool will do the soundtrack.
Yeah, they don't want that.
Fucking flying in a Starfighter and it's and then you can barely fucking hear Riley just edit coming soon. Oh man, dude, 2 hours has just flown by.
Bye, good night.
No, I think yeah, man. I mean, this definitely we're trending in the right direction. We just gotta keep continuing with it, man. We just gotta keep getting good content, make good movies.
Actually give us some fucking video games.
Yeah, please. I want to fucking play something on stream. I've got a fucking new setup that you can't see. Well, you can see here my new fireplace and the grand piano I've got.
Nice.
I'm just trying to chill on the couch here and stream on Twitch. So give me fucking something to do. So, yeah, man. I'm definitely in a better space coming out of this movie and off the back of Maul than I was 6 months ago. So
sure.
Maintain that hope. Boys are going to be coming at you. The setup video is coming soon. House tour video is going to come soon. Eventually I'll edit the footage from these conventions that I've been to this year. Maybe I'll give you guys a nice Christmas present and let you guys see the Central Carolina Comic Con vlog. But yeah,
you save that footage and release it when we go to Central Carolina 2027.
Hey guys, I forgot to film this year, but last year.
Yo, Brian, what's going on in September in California?
Are you dense? Are you dumb? The Lucas Museum.
Taco Bell Cantina.
Oh, it opens. It opens in September. Okay, I didn't realize it opened then. I thought you were going next year for 2027 for the.
If I'm going to California, it's for celebration.
If everything goes to plan, which it usually doesn't, I will be at a black tie event in California.
We're gonna make those plans come to fruition. It's gonna go to plan.
If I have to sell Swoonsky's soul and fucking samples on fucking whatnot, I'm doing it.
Bath water, $5.
Hey, cigarette butts, $20. I know what I got. These are authentic Pall Mall cigarettes that have been eaten by the Swoonsky. Okay.
Would you like the pre or
I have
pushing into the
freshly emptied whole melt cart, $45. I know what I got.
Buy more carts. But yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. I cannot wait to show you guys the new setup. The boys have seen it. Did we give them a little preview for those of them that weren't really paying attention?
Nah.
Okay, never mind. I'll fuck myself.
If they were real fans, they would have been paying attention the few times that you've taken the filter off.
If they were real fans, they would be in my house. Waiting outside the front door with index cards. But yeah, dude, we've got so much to look forward to coming in the next, honestly, like 3-4 months.
Shit, we got 20 days till ICC. So
yep. So I think in the next week or two we will be having Michael Havens on again, hopefully to give a precursor to ICCC. Catch your boys out there, except for Sklee. He's got prior commitments, but he will be there in spirit. And I also have a sample of his hair and skin cells. So
you weren't gonna try? I thought you said you were gonna try.
Floating. I'm gonna try, man, but I can't just sit here and be like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So we'll see how it works out.
Get you.
Yeah, but yeah, Rebel Scum Con coming up right after that. So your boys are going to be out and active, and then I think Ocala would be later on that year, right?
Ocala is literally like 2 days before Cali. Ocala is going to be 19 and 20th, and then the 21st or 22nd is when the museum opens.
Okay,
But I kind of want to go to Ocala too. I mean, that's going to really play on funds because they're going to have Morgan Elsbeth there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But yeah, your boys got a lot of stuff coming. I'm sitting on a lot of content because I have no time to do anything. But the new situation is going to change. So stay locked, stay baseball cocked. And we'll catch you guys next week or something. So appreciate you guys being on here. Big shout out to Pop for hopping on with the boys today. And yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Go fuck yourself. Bye.
No. The Force is my ally. That's all I need.